Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, man. Listen, folks, my name is Glaze Gibbs. I'm your host. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. 59,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. 59,000 subscribers. I truly appreciate that, man. Hey, support the BGG movement. It's best to give than receive. You know what? It's best to give than receive. Hey, today what I'm gonna do is right now, I'm gonna talk about that incident that took place last Saturday in Buffalo, New York, man. You know what? Here it is, my ties to Buffalo, New York. Years ago, right now is, I used to go to Buffalo, New York. I used to fly up there probably 2-3 times a week. Back then when I was in my crazy street life, you know, I used to go up there and see Fat Cat and visit him in Attica or whatever. So, you know, like I told you, I got a little small connection because I spent time up there. You know, right now, 2 to 3 times, you know what I'm saying, weekly, I used to be up there. So what are we going to talk about? What we know so far about the Buffalo mass shooting. Okay. A white 18-year-old gunman allegedly carried out a racist attack at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York on Saturday, killing 10 people, okay, and injuring 3 others. According to authority, almost all the victim was black. The suspect, who live streamed the mass shooting, is believed to be the author of a creed poster online detailing his white supremacists, okay, and his plan to target a black community in New York. Here, what else we know. The shooter faced life in prison. The suspect had been charged with first-degree murder. If convicted, he would face a maximum sentence of life without parole. Officials have said they are investigating the mass shooting as a racially motivated hate crime and are considering a terrorism charge. Separately, the FBI is investigating the shooting as both a hate crime and racially motivated violent extremists. The evidence we have uncovered so far, make no mistake, this is an absolute racist hate crime that will be prosecuted as a hate crime. This is someone who has hate in their heart, soul, and mind, say the Buffalo Police Commissioner. 11 of the 13 victims are black. Even before Buffalo Police released the name of the victim, loved ones were sharing detail about those who was killed in the shooting. Of the 13 people who was shot, 11 was black, 2 was white, 4 of the victims were store employees. Some of the victims actively worked to serve the community. Those who died are Aaron Salter, 55, a former police lieutenant who worked as a security guard at the store, was shot and killed after confronting the shooter at the front entrance. Ruth Whitfield, 86, was a beloved wife, mother, and grandmother, her lawyers say. Pearlie Young, 77, who ran a weekly food pantry, was shopping for groceries when she was killed. Kathleen Cat Massey, 72, was a writer who wrote about gun violence in her community and was part of a community group that helped local residents. Haywood Patterson, 67, would drive residents to get their grocery and volunteer at his church on his free time. Celestine Cheney was at the grocery store to get shrimp and strawberry shortcake. The 65-year-old delighted in her role as a grandmother most of all. Roberta Drury, 32, was at the supermarket to get food for dinner. She often shopped for her brother and his family who lived near the top grocery. Her brother is recovering from leukemia, he told NPR. Marcus D. Morrison, 52, of Buffalo. He was the father of 3 children. Their mother told local TV news WKBW. Andre McNeil, 53, of Auburn, New York. Geraldine Teeley, 62, of Buffalo. Those who was injured: Zari Goodman, 20, of Buffalo, treated and released from Erie County Medical Center. Jennifer Warrington, 50, of Torrington, New York, okay, treated and released. Christopher Brennan, Lake Mama, New York. New York Governor Kathy Hucker say $2.8 million in federal and state funding will go towards helping victim family cover funeral and burial expense up to $6,000, as well as medical expense and counseling. This is how police say the attack unfolded. The alleged gunman drove more than 200 miles. He drove 200 miles. He had plenty of time to think. He had plenty of time to change his mind, but he didn't. He drove more than 200 miles from his small hometown of Conklin, New York, and arrived in East Buffalo the day before the attack to conduct, surveillance, like to figure the area out on the grocery store, police say. The shooting at Tops Friendly Market began at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time in a parking lot outside the store, located in a predominant black neighborhood about 3 miles from downtown. The gunman stepped out of his car wearing tactical gear and opened fire with an assault-style rifle, shooting 4 people, officials say. 3 of those people died. After the gunman worked his way into the store, the security guard, Aaron Salter, attempted to stop the shooter by firing his gun, but the gunman's body armor shielded him from the bullet. The suspect then shot and killed Salter. The suspect was eventually confronted by police at the front of the store. He briefly pointed the rifle at his neck before police persuaded him to drop his gun and surrender. The gunman live streamed the attack, the platform Twitch. The company told NPR the stream was shut down less than 2 minutes after the violence began, say the company. The shooters is apparent white supremacists who left plan for a racist attack. The suspected gunman, Peyton S. Gendron, allegedly published a 180-page document to the anonymous message board for change before carrying out the attack. The page repeated a series of white supremacists, including a racist conspiracy theory known as the Great Replacement, an attempt to justify his plan to target and murder African American. Hey, people, look at that, man. Look at this, man. Sit back and think about that. Sit back and think about that. WP, white privilege. How many people we have seen over the course of these years right now is we have heard of so many individuals right now that was unarmed, but they was murdered. They was murdered by the police department, okay? In different states, all over the United States. But yet and still, you see these guys that attack, they come in there armed down and shooting up innocent people. And guess what happened? They walk out there alive. Sit back and think about what happened in South Carolina. You sit back and you think about it. This boy, white boy, went in there, act like he befriending them, act like he wanted to be saved, act like he wanted to participate with the Bible study. And what he did, he executed how many people in South Carolina? And look what happened when they picked him up. They picked him up and took him to where? McDonald's? Come on, folks. What part of the game is that? Look at this. You got it. Even right now, you got a correction officer in Attica making comment about that. The people that life that was lost. Sit back and think about that. Imagine, folks. I want everybody at this present time. First of all, let's say a prayer for the family. Let's say a prayer. Oh, Father in heaven, be with the family through this troublesome time. Saying, bless them, oh Father in heaven. May the victim, soul rest in peace and their spirit be lifted. Be with the family during the difficult time. People do not understand, oh Father in heaven, how it feels to lose somebody of significance. To lose somebody knowing that they're not coming back, oh Father in heaven, God. God, bless them, touch them, comfort them during this difficult time, folks. Listen, no prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, much power. Right now, once again, no prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. Folks, we need all the prayer that we can get. But what I want everybody to do at this present time, I want you to close your eyes. Take the time and close your eyes. And right now, think about those 10 victims. Think about them. Think about those 10 victims. And right now, as you're thinking about them, imagine that they were all white. Imagine they was all white and the gunman was black. What would the outcome would have been? Sit back and think about that for a minute. And tell me, imagine in your mind, as your eye closed, if those victim was white, what would have been different? What would have been the outcome? And that suspect would have been black. I guarantee you he wouldn't made out there alive. Hey folks, listen, man. That WP, white privilege. If you don't have no BP, black privilege. If you don't have no HP, Hispanic privilege. Or you don't have no Oriental privilege, it shouldn't be. It's supposed to be one privilege. Human. Your human race privilege. That's it. Folks, hit that like button. Subscribe, share. Peace, love, and prosperity. One love.
Just got my copy of Beyond Lucky by Glaze Gibbs. Thank you so much for sending me my personalized autographed copy. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to know some of your stories and what made you you and how this redemption came about. I know you're a changed man, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process of how it happened. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Brian Gibbs. I love this book so much. I mean, I was a fan of your YouTube channel, but now I'm like a real up close and personal fan. I really love what you have going on here. And not only that, but I too was once lost and now I'm found. So thank you, Brian, for this autographed copy. I appreciate you.
Big day. Went ahead and got my book, Beyond Lucky. BGG, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Signed autograph copy, means a lot to me. For my brother, day one support. Love and prosperity. Right back to you, my boy. My G, my big homie, my brother. Let's get it. Made Media Mafia Magazine exclusive. Mafia Apparel. Making a future in art. Making a difference every day. Still here. Let's get it. Free Meech. Rest in peace, baby blue.
Hey, my name K2, you know what I'm saying, man? Young cat trying to get my life together, man. This right here, a lot of knowledge, man. Strong-minded. I appreciate it.
Have you checked your tire pressure today?
I don't have a flat.
Have you checked your blood pressure today?
No, I don't feel sick.